the house, the one they talking about, word of mouth. The boxing playhouse, without a doubt. All the latest and greatest boxing news, that's what it's all about.
What's up? What's up? This is Sakura A and Emelio Santana. And of course, we got Danny Santiago joining us tonight from Colombia.
Danny, what's up?
What's up, my peoples?
Chilling,
what's
bro.
up?
Chilling.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
The Dog series.
I'm excited.
I am too. We got us a good one tonight. You know that we got us we're gonna have us a great interview with him later tonight, and I'm just you ready to hear from Junior Poison.
Hey, I was ready when I found out Junior was coming on the show. I was hyped.
So, okay.
Most definitely.
All right. So first things first, though, you know, we got some business to discuss. We got some different topics that is on the forefront with everybody right now. First of all, we've got to talk about our Ukrainian boxers, our fellow man in this world that we have facing Russia tonight. I do have a post that Sergey Derenchenko posted because he is actually Ukrainian as well. And he had some kind words to speak on Ukraine and the fact that, you know, he's in full support of Ukraine. So I just want him to know tonight that, yes, we see your post and that we too are in support of Ukraine being attacked like this. And we also heard today from people like Red Cash, who's also Ukrainian. We got the Klitschko the Klitschko brothers who signed back up to be active duty and are willing to fight for their country. And then, of course, we have Lomachenko and Usyk, all ready to, you know, go to battle. So we just want to wish everybody there and their families the best in this situation. And we're praying that there's some type of intervention. And, you know, God always has the last word. Any of you guys have anything to say?
The Klitschko brothers, one of them is a mayor somewhere in over there in Ukraine, I believe.
That's the tower. Oldest brother.
I know that that's a really scary situation. You know what I mean? That guy Putin, man, he's something else, you know.
Yeah. That's a different level of douchey. That's a different level. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Ain't no love here with that. Emelio, you?
Yeah, it's just an unfortunate situation, man. You know, anytime you talk about war, I don't like war. I hate to see anybody lose their lives or whatever. So hopefully, they can get this thing straightened out without, any casualties or whatever. So yeah, it's just unfortunate, man. I hope we can hurry up and solve whatever issues that's going on, and everybody get back to their normal lives or whatever.
Yeah, for sure. Now, we got other boxing news. Let's go ahead and start with Oscar De La Hoya reportedly feeling like he's not really into coming back for an exhibition anymore.
He changed his mind.
He changed his mind. I mean, can we, since he was in great shape before he got COVID, of course, we all know he recovered after a hospitalization from it. And he's just saying, I can't imagine myself in the ring anymore. I'm hanging up the gloves for sure and calling it a day. It's not likely I will fight again. I'm not feeling it. So, I mean, what do you think about this? I mean, is this a real situation where he really not feeling it? Or did Triller just spend all their money on bare knuckles fighting champs? Like, somebody tell me what's up. Thoughts?
You want my opinion?
Go ahead, Danny.
Well, look, I have an old coach. His name is Luis Camacho. And he always told me, a hungry boxer will do anything. When you sleep in silk drawers and you got a nice bank account, nice flashy car, it's hard to wake up in the morning and hit that road. You know, it's hard to get hit in the face because you have nothing to gain. You already have it. When you got something to lose, you know, and you got everything to gain, you make adjustments when you're starving and you're hungry. You know, classic case. I mean, the guy is he's done everything you could ever want in boxing. You know, he won the gold medal and the Golden Boy. He's got a promotion company. He promotes fighters. He's not trying to get up there and do that road work and get punched in the face for a living because he's already got it. You know, and added to the fact, look, I think he's a year younger than I am, so he's in his late 40s. Yeah, he needs to like maybe go dance with the stars or something like that. Just go do something else.
No, you didn't. Wow. Okay, so you want him to Ortiz it. Floyd it. Get on there dancing with the stars.
This is the hurt business. And when you ain't got nothing, you willing to get hurt. But when you got everything, you ain't trying to lose that. You are not trying to lose that.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but are you saying that you would go on Dancing with the Stars, or would you rather take the exhibition? Where's your heart at right now?
Well, listen, nobody want to pay me to go dance with some stars because once I start dancing, it's gonna go blackout. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know, listen, I never say never when it comes to anything. Even we all know how I feel about the boxing game. I'm getting a little long in the tooth, so I don't want to say I would do it or wouldn't do it, but one never says never. But as far as Oscar De La Hoya, I never made the money or reached the heights that he's ever done. It's really hard when you're up at that level to wake up and do the things that a fighter that it takes a fighter to do. He's got a model or actress girlfriend or wife or whatever. He's traveling around. He's managing fighters. He's got kids. It's just too much. He should just sit back and just let somebody else eat for a little while. All these guys who have all this money, you know, they should let somebody else eat off the plate for a little while. You know what I mean? There's other people that are hungry, and they're not doing it just for the fame. They trying to eat. They trying to put food on the table.
Okay.
Well, listen.
I don't know if you'll take that exhibition, basically.
I'm sorry?
So you saying Oscar slide on over? I'll take that exhibition you don't want.
Listen, Sakura, they pay me enough. I'll do an exhibition with you. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Emelio in there as a substitute for me, so he can be easy on you, you know, because you don't want to get in there with a monster like me. Okay, you don't want that. You don't want them problems. But I was with you when you said that he got the model wife and all that, because I'm like, we seen your wife. You do too.
No, don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying is, you know, my wife's a down-to-earth person. You know, she's not high maintenance or anything like that. My wife is really level-headed. But he's on a whole other scale, man. You know, I drive around in a Honda. You know, they drive around in a Rolls Royce. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when you live to that, when you have that standard of living, you know, things just change, man. You know, I wake up every day and I'm on my grind. He's on a different type of grind, but he got money. If he stops right now, he never has to work a day in his life. I got to get up and work. I got to get up and go get that paper. And there's a difference there, you know?
All right. Okay. Well, we're going to talk to Champ about that, too. We're going to talk to Poison about it as well. Yeah, I hear you putting that ring up, but, you know, I'm going to go ahead and go to the next topic, unless you have something to say about Oscar.
No, I'm glad he is, you know, chilling out. You know, like Danny said, all that money he got, man, and let these young cats get in there and do their thing. You know, I know he missed that limelight and the glory, the big. You know,
that's what it is. It's all about the
limelight.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of fighters, you know, they hate to give it up and walk away, but you know, hey, man, it's a time and a place. You know, he's up in his 40s and he'll mess around and get in there, might get hurt. And saw what happened to Holyfield. Holyfield trying to come back. You know, he looked good, felt good in the gym. But hey, when you get under the bright light, sometimes it's a different story, man. When your body just, hey, you know, you can't do it no more. So I think he should walk away, he got his faculties and enjoy his money in his life. Just
100%. Especially when you don't need to. When you don't need to.
That's true.
Listen, I don't want the fame. I want the bank account.
I'm sorry, there. I was going to say our next topic is 10 Days Out with Chocolatito versus Martinez, and that's gonna be out in San Diego. Now, you know, that's down there in some weight classes that our special guest is gonna know a lot about tonight. So I'm just wondering who you guys got in that fight, and are you really looking forward to it after the original opponent had the injury? Because it was supposed to be Chocolatito versus Estrada.
You know, with those little guys, you never know. The toughest fights I've ever seen is those low weight classes. You know, I would guess tonight has been in some real good battles. You know, every time you watch the little guys, they're very entertaining. The problem with them is that they beat the hell out of each other for 12 rounds. They don't really knock each other out. You know, so it's like a rock and sock 'em, you know, type of deal. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I love any type of fighting. You know, especially on that level. Some people get the phone call at a certain time and they live up to the expectations and winds up being better than the original bout. So hopefully it'll turn out that way.
Well, we got Sherman Henson, and basically he's talking about Oscar, and he says, hey, COVID got to him. He ain't with it now. And you know, speaking of that, I did have Chris Lieben that I wanted to give a shout out and ask for his support and prayers because he is recovering from some, you know, medical what do you call long hauler syndromes with COVID affecting his lungs really bad, and he was just able to get off his respirator again, and it's starting to be, you know, trying to heal up. So we want to wish him the best, and he wants to make 100% full recovery. And they did tell him that he had 100% of his lungs with damage due to COVID that he had several months ago. So I'm just glad he woke up, and thankfully he got, you know, he's got a brand new day that he can look forward to. So everybody, please, you know, give a shout out to him, encouraging words if you can. Now we gotta go on. We got one last topic we're gonna hit. Of course, we got the heavyweights, baby. Oh my God, it's Tyson Fury versus White, and it's going to happen. Dillian White has signed the contract. I want to know, first of all, did you think this fight was going to happen? And who you
got? I mean, yeah, I thought eventually the fight. It's good for England, you know. It's good for over there. They're both from over there, right? It'll be a good payday for both of the guys. Look, until somebody knocks that man off his podium, I don't see too much of a flaw in Fury. You know, I just really like what he brings to the game. Not necessarily just the boxing aspect of it. Like we talked about it the other day. How the heavyweight division goes is how boxing goes, right? So right now he has a lot of charisma. You know, his father named him Tyson. I mean, you know, he's got a good name. He's got a good style. He reminds me a little bit of a charismatic, you know, version of Ali in certain aspects of things. You know, he's very flamboyant. He can fight. He can move. Look, I'm going to take a shot at him a little bit. I don't think his boxing technique is great. I just think his boxing acumen is unbelievable. And he uses his God-gifted height, reach, weight to the best of his ability. It's going to take a lot to beat a guy like that.
I got you. Now, what about you?
Yeah, I think Tyson Fury gonna win this probably either a decision or even a late round stoppage. You know, I'm glad Dillian White getting his shot. You know, it felt like it was taking forever for him to get a shot. Like he kept getting passed over and waiting. So I'm glad he's finally getting, you know, a shot at the title. The last time he fought it was when he fought Anthony Joshua, and that was about what 6-7 years ago or whatever. So see him get his opportunity. I'm glad to see that. But I think Fury. I see Fury probably winning a decision or a late round stoppage.
Right. Okay.
I'm right there with you.
So you guys do think that Dillian White will go the distance almost, or at least
he'll go some rounds.
Be in the second half of the fight, basically.
Yeah.
He's got a good set of whiskers, you know.
Yeah.
And he tries his best. He gets in there. I just think that size, reach, the boxing acumen that Tyson Fury has is it's just gonna be a little bit too much, you know. I'd like to see White against Wilder. That's what I really like. I think that'll be a really good bang out fight, you know, but that's for another day.
Yeah, I know, man. It's like they just refuse to put Wilder with any of the other heavyweights that are top tier. Well, at least top 5, it seems like. We got this amazing trilogy with Fury, but now I still think that Wilder is an amazing talent. I mean, he's a knockout artist. And that means that everything else is a level playing field. Like, they want to talk about his skill ain't this bad and this and that. And it do seems that he has some issues with losing, like any champ would. I mean, but like, come on now. I mean, that doesn't mean that he wouldn't have a great fight with Dillian White or AJ. I still want to see the AJ fight as well.
I'd like to. I think if he catches anybody in the end of those punches, it's 90-90. He's got the great equalizer. You're born with that, or I mean, you can't develop that. You're born with that. I mean, he's got that. Excuse my French, but he's got what we call in the hood dumb strength. That dude is no joke. That dude is too hard.
Dumb strength, huh?
Keeping it real.
Hey, you were there. You would know. You was in that camp with him. So you got hit with something you know you hadn't felt before, right, Danny?
Listen, man, that dude. I've never. There's one other kid that I know that hits hard like that, and he used to live in Ocala, Florida. His name is Nate Heaven. That dude used to hit so hard. He used to shake the Raptors in my building. He just hit so hard. And Nate went up to camp with him for a little while, you know. But it's just that's a generational fighter when they come with that type of strength. You know, Tyson, Sonny Liston, George Foreman. I mean, George Foreman will lean on you and he'll bruise you. You know, these guys are just brutally gifted. I mean, they're just so strong. It's insane.
Ernie Shavers too, Danny.
Was that?
I said Ernie Shavers too.
Ernie Shavers, yes. Oh my God, yes. You know, and at the end of the day, those type of guys, they're always in a fight. They're one punch away from winning a fight. The thing about them is that you could fight a perfect fight, but if you make a mistake, it's over with. You know what I mean? And that's the beauty of the heavyweight division, and that's the beauty of Deontay Wilder. I'm not a fan of the way he fights, but I'm a fan of why he lays people out and puts them on their back.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. Now, I'm ready to talk to another kind of, I mean, if you got a 50% knockout rate, that's kind of like that's a knockout artist too. So I'm ready to talk to Mr. Poison himself, Junior Jones, baby. Come on, champ. Where you at? Well, thank you, champ, for joining us tonight. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I'm glad to be here. It's a pleasure to meet you guys. I'm really enjoying it.
Awesome. Okay. Did you like any of those, any of those topics we were talking about?
They're very interesting. I think with Wilder, I just think truthfully, he's just one hit a quit. If he don't land the right hand, he's finished. I think Tyson Fury is good for the division because he has charisma. He's charismatic, man. He's very animation. He's very smart, man. I think people look at the way he's shaped, think that, but for a guy, he moves very good for him. He moves like a light guy. His defense is good. I think Tyson, to me personally, I think the best way in the division. He sure he got a great beard because people think getting knocked down is nothing. Getting up is the problem. Anybody can be knocked down. He gets up and he does what most fighters can't do, and that's finish the job and win.
That's true. Yeah, and he definitely got to land that power hand, or he's not gonna get that nod.
Tyson's a guy. He's just a good fight. He boxes good, and he has decent power. His power's not bad, and he has a good beard. I think he takes a hell of a punch, and that's what he needs in the division. I think that he'll be. I think the best guy in the division right now. He brings a lot to the game.
I want to say, Junior, when you first came out, man, years ago, when I remember watching you, I thought about Tommy Hearns when I first saw you, man. The way your shoulders, the way you were built, man. You used to remind me, and Tommy Hearns was like my favorite fighter.
Yeah.
And when you came out, man, you reminded me so much of Tommy, just the way you looked and your shoulders, the way you were built, man.
I heard that for years. I heard that for years. Yeah, the PA I was wrestling with power. Then for my division, I was always tall. I was like
Mhm.
always the tallest one and skinny had the small legs, wide shoulders.
Right.
You were like a team.
Yeah,
Yes.
everyone said kind of a little waist. But I think I was just wrestling with power. I was amateur. I was wrestling bigger power. So I spar with guys like maybe 147, 135, and got to the point where I couldn't spar them either. So it was very difficult coming up.
You know what, Junior? All these years, I never knew what your real name was, man. Is Junior your real name?
No, no, it's part of my name. It's my
Okay.
real name, but it's not my legal given name.
Oh, okay.
That I'm not gonna tell. Oh
Okay.
no, I don't.
Secure got to know though.
No, listen, I'll quiz you on this. What think about why I use poison, Junior Jones?
You just like
Think-
Poison Junior Jones.
No, I use poison because I like my first name.
Oh, because you didn't like your first name. Okay.
Right. So here's the secret. My real name is Ivy Jones Jr. And I couldn't stand it. I hated the name Ivy. I hated it. So I was always called Poison Ivy. So it was called Poison Ivy. And one day I was in the amateurs and I was in the Golden Glove finals. And I knocked this guy like in the second round and someone yelled from the crowd, wow, I got poison in her hand. And I just stuck with that name Poison. That's how I stuck with it.
Mm.
Okay. I mean, so you didn't have a middle name.
Yeah, I got a middle name too.
You ain't like that one either.
Nope. I was all messed up. My name is Ivy Douglas Jones Jr.
Okay.
I'm surprised you never went and legally changed your name, Junior.
After I go through that, I spend money, change my name. I was like, you know what? I just tell people call me what one's gonna call me.
But everybody calls you that anyway. You didn't have to change it.
Yeah, it was funny when I was growing up. Everyone called me Junior. Except for when I was in school, like the girl I'm with now, I know her since I was 9 years old, and they always know that she still called her Ivy to this day. We talk about it all the time. She kind of called me Ivy, so it sucks.
Wow.
Wow. Danny, what you got? I know you got a question for her.
Well, I got a few things. I met Junior Jones at a mutual friend's house, Big Fun with Fat Joe, and he's a fellow New York City Golden Gloves like myself. From
I met
New
your
York.
Big Fun's house.
Yes, sir. And I got a question that I was at the gym one time up in Brooklyn one time, and they used to train with a guy named Lou Ferriello. Remember him?
No, Joe Ferriello.
I'm sorry, yeah, Joe Gabriello, right?
Joe Ferriello.
I remember one day he comes into the gym and you were working out, and he told you, I think there was a certain amount of jabs you had to throw before you left the gym. And I remember we walked out to go grab something to eat, grab a slice or something. And when we came back, you were still throwing those jabs. I don't want to say it in your mouth, but you can say it.
1,000 jabs.
1,000 jabs every single time you worked out before you left the gym. I'll never forget it.
Yeah, but then people realize that's why my jab is so good in boxing, because my jab is my forte. Without my jab, and the thing about every fight I lost was fights where I stopped using my jab and just went straight punching. So without the jab, I'm very, very defeated.
I don't know if many people knew that, but I remember that clear as day because a guy named Ray Sosa, he called me up. He's like, "Hey, remember that? You know Ray, right?" Ray called me up, asked him this question, but I remember because I've been around you a few times, and I remember that story. So when he told me, it reminded me. But he told me to ask you that question. I mean, people don't know that. You used to have to throw 1,000 jabs before you lit, and 1,000 good jabs. That'd be good. They couldn't just do regular jabs.
That'd be good jabs back in the day.
Yeah, before you even walked out the gym.
Exactly. I said you remember that. Well,
Yes, sir.
No one remembers that.
Yeah. Well, it's little things. You know, I was very impressionable at that time, and you were the man, so I was trying to check you out and see what you did.
Yeah. Oh, but let's see what weight class I was out there.
Oh, man. I'm going to say, I think that was before you won your first title, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, what?
Oh, so Bantamweight.
Exactly. I was 118.
119, 120?
And they were, it was so funny. Everyone thought I was bigger because I was so tall and wide shoulders. Everyone thought I was bigger. I had to go to scale twice sometimes. It was crazy.
I couldn't get over how wide your shoulders were. You know,
Yeah,
you
look at
got
your shoulders.
wide shoulders.
Junior, back in the day, man, I wanted to see you and Hamed get in the ring. Prince Hamed.
Although I'm gonna talk about that dude, man, we became good friends, but it's funny. I was gonna fight. We had the press. I went to London. We had the press conference. I went to London twice. At the press conference, the fight, and a week before the fight, twice he kept pulling out. So after a while, I just gave up. I know what was gonna happen. So then what happened was he came to the fight of the Barrera. Yeah, after I guess it was assuming Barrera won the fight and make the fight. And it was told me that I would fight him. The one of the Barrera, me and Barrera would fight him. I beat Barrera twice, and he still wasn't fighting. And he fought, but he only let for Barrera because he figured I beat Barrera. Barrera was shot. Barrera was insane. Barrera wanted to beat him.
Right. And you and Kevin Kelly never fought either, right? You never fought
No,
Kevin Kelly.
Kevin was featherweight. I was junior featherweight or bantamweight. That was another fight.
We got Jose, your friend. He says, "My man, Poison Junior Jones. What's happening, champ? Nice to see you here on Boxing Playhouse."
Yes. They got a second fight. I'm exhausted.
You're exhausted?
Yeah, I was training some guy at the gym today.
Oh, you're still in the gym?
Yes, no, I came over from the gym. Now,
okay.
I'm like starving.
Me too. I ain't had nothing to eat either, champ.
Oh, so,
we only got a couple more questions. We're gonna go ahead and give a shout out to Dahlia Duran as well, our resident translator and interpreter for Boxing Playhouse. That's Roberto Duran's daughter. And she just translates our show into Spanish for our Spanish-speaking audience. So thanks so much, Dahlia. And then we got the model. That's right, Sandra Santiago. She
my wife.
That's your wife?
That's my wife. She's saying, "What's up?"
Hey. What's up, Sandra?
Okay.
All right, we got Malachi. He says he's from the Danger Zone Boxing. He says, "Shout out to Boxing Playhouse."
What's up,
Thanks, Mally. Sherman's in the house. Sherman Henson, Trainer Sherman, where you at? We need you back in Florida. Stop playing us.
You said Sherman.
Well, we got Mally again saying salute to Sakura and Emelio. And then Sherman says, "What's up, Danny?"
What's up? Hey, real quick. Hey, Mr. Jones, listen, you still live in New York?
Yes, I'm still in Brooklyn.
Okay. I haven't seen you since, honestly, I haven't seen you since, I think it's been like 1999 to 2000 at Punt's house.
Last time I see you was at Punt's house.
Yeah.
And that was the Punt's house. That was before the, well, I think that was after the Red fight, so that would be about 2000 maybe, 99, 2000.
2000, yeah. You were with Fat Joe.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that was 99, 2000.
Yeah. So you doing good, man? You look good.
Yeah, I'm a stripper now. No, I'm not lying.
You get paid, hey, I can't knock the hustle.
No, but I would just have to have a career change, right?
All right, I was about to say, take it off.
I did take it off the time, took it off the ring, go with 54, 56 fights. I was just about naked.
Yeah, that's true. All them fights. We got a question. We got a question from Matt.
Matt Farago. He says, "What ring organization is Junior a part of? Is it Ring 10 or Ring 8?
Well, was that important? I wrote one of them invited me to something. I try to support boxing.
Okay, they're asking about what nonprofit organization are you in? This is Matt from Ring 10. He wants to know, are you a part of his organization or Ring 8? Oh, Matt, you trying to put Champ on the spot? What's going on here? All right, Champ. Let's move on. Let's say Jose Morel, Carlos Fernando Hernandez.
Yeah, let Danny.
Oh,
He says,
Danny.
well, he says, "Cómo está, campeón? Nice to see you here." He says, "How you doing, champ? It's nice to see you here."
I'm doing great.
We got Christopher Young, our Florida boxing commissioner's referee and judge. And he says, what happened when you won the world title by DQ in Tampa at the Ice Palace? Shouldn't that have been a stoppage in your favor?
Yeah, it should have been, because what happened was he was knocked out, and his trainers jumped to the ring for, they were called a knockout interference, so I got the DQ. But to this day, we'll call it a knockout, so it doesn't matter. Everybody know what it was.
What fighter was that?
Barrera. That was Barrera.
Oh, the Barrera. Oh, okay. That's
Barrera fight.
Barrera.
Oh, that's why you told me he beat him 2 times.
Yeah, he beat him twice. I didn't know that second. I forgot that second fight was in Tampa.
Yeah, well, people, I don't know why people love that fight. My best fight was Orlando Canizales. And that's because when I beat Canizales, he had broke the record for 17 defenses. And he moved up and won the title. Then won the title. I beat him when they were trying to match us at Bantamweight. The fight number for Carolina. So then we moved to Featherweight, won the title, then I beat him.
Junior, the guy, Kennedy McKinney, he never gave you a rematch, huh?
No, that was a sucker move. He should have given me a rematch. Even then, my thing was, I beat myself that fight. He really didn't beat myself. The thing was, after I dropped him, I didn't realize. I really didn't hit him clean. I just hit him enough to hit him with a great shot. Just to put him down. I just punched myself out. I was just tired. I was punching. I thought my lower. I thought that being that I was fighting that hard, I thought the referee would have been for the doubt and stopped the fight by just very punches on him. Didn't go that way, so I was very tired.
Hey,
go ahead, Danny.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say real quick, Junior, before you retire, what was the highest weight class you went up to?
130.
Oh, 130?
Yeah. Featherweight. Yes.
No,
you got a championship at IBF championship there, right?
Yeah, junior lightweight. That was junior lightweight.
Junior lightweight. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Hey, Junior Jones. I live in Colombia.
140? I mean, the 130 to 130. Okay.
Yeah. You live in Colombia?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I live in Colombia. I got married. My wife's Colombian.
So Julio, say hello.
Yeah, I live in Colombia, right? And wasn't your first world title against a guy from Colombia?
Yeah, Hoya, that's Julio.
Yeah, for the WBA title you fought in Atlantic City, right?
Yeah, he's from Colombia.
How was that fight? Was it a tough fight?
That fight turned out to be a nightmare. My thing was, I won the fight, but I thought I was ranked number 3 in everything you could possibly think. I was ranked number 1. So I figured, since I can pick and choose, I figured I'll take the sparrer, I'll take the easiest guy with the title, then go from there. He would have been the hardest guy. He dropped, first ever been dropped was by him. And that fight turned out to be a hell of a fight. He turned out to be a very good fighter. He was a very good fighter.
Wow, okay. It went the distance, 12 rounds, right? Unanimous decision.
Yeah, barely mentioned it. He just made it to the bell ring.
Barely made it.
Yeah,
wow. Some people get saved by the bell for real, huh, Champ?
Yeah, he got that was what you call eating the bell. He got saved by the bell completely.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, Junior, what fighter today, man, you see out there that you like? Is there any young cat out there that you feel like, yo, this dude right here, he got it?
I still like Chocolatito Lopez. I still like Lopez. I like it's hard as Lopez. There's just so many guys out there now. I just don't like guys like guys called Stevenson. I don't like I hate cocky guys who just arrogant. I can't sit arrogant boxers.
How do you like Berlanga?
Oh, he's good. Good puncher. Good movement. He's good, very good fighter.
Hey, Junior, if you was fighting today, who would be a good fight for you if you were fighting today?
Wow. Today, it's hard to say because I just don't think these guys are as good as
Well, Shakur Stevenson down there with you.
Yeah, I mean, Shakur's very good. He's very good. He's young, but that still wouldn't have been a good fight because I mean, today is like different. It's not as hard as it was when I was fighting. When I was fighting, it was much harder. When guys was tougher today, it's like you can be 10-0 win a title. It's not hard.
You think that social media has gotten fighters softer? They just more about.
I mean, social media is truthfully it helps boxing out. It helps the payday.
But do you think it made them softer?
Yeah, I think social media helped the pay, but it helped with publicity, but destroyed boxing because social media made the boxing game very soft.
Okay, I believe it. Now tell me, when Danny was talking about the portion of his career where he said he never made as much type of money that an Oscar De La Hoya has, and now, you know, he's like, I'll take that exhibition and I'll do whatever I need to do financially. I mean, how after you retired, I mean, did you have your money saved up for that, or how did the financial piece fall into place for you?
I mean, I did okay financially at the time, but today's market is incredible. Today's market is like 10% what I had to give the trainer, what I was making. And
right, like 10% of it.
Yeah, today's market is when you have, and the thing with $1 million is how that you can make $1 million any weight class now. You can make $1 million, which is crazy. When I was fighting with the heavyweight, middleweight, you would never see $1 million. You may see half, maybe 750, but $1 million never. And now these guys make $1 million like it's nothing. Now. It's like incredible.
Yeah, they trip and fall in the ring and they make $1 million.
Yeah, exactly. The thing that's crazy is it was worth it. It was worth it for little guys who were fighting compared to now. Now the thing was it was my era that started this whole $1 million stuff for little guys. And now that my era is gone, now they're paying guys $1 million. We were crying for it.
Yeah, you're right.
We do have a last minute comments, champ, because we know you still hungry.
Yeah, we got.
Okay, because I'm right with you. We're gonna answer. We're gonna answer this question here. Let's see. We got Alex. Okay, Alex says, "What's up, Jones? We trained together once at Gleason's gym back in the early '90s. Hope you're doing well, champ."
Well, Alex who? Is his nickname R2?
His last name is Alex. He's Alex Ayala.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know the guy is, yes.
Okay, awesome. And then Jose, he has a question. He says, "Champ, I heard through the grapevine that your sister was significant in your boxing career. Can you tell us a little bit about it?"
Nope. The funny thing is, I should go get her because she's here right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
In fact,
Bring her on.
Renee, come here. Yeah, she's to be terrible. I mean, I was embarrassed because the neighborhood, I was like the hottest thing going. I cannot tell no one in the neighborhood I could not beat my sister. And the funny thing, I had another sister named Erica. She was younger. And she's yelled at me. I used to beat her up all the time just because I woke up. I beat her up. And Renee to beat me up, but she terrorized me.
She terrorized you. Hi, how you doing? She might be a little shy though. She might be shy now. She's gonna come.
Yes, okay. Beat me up. The thing wasn't just beat me up. I didn't care about that. Just beat me up, put me in a 5-skate neck with no clothes on. and throw
Wow.
coal on him and shut the window.
On the fire escape.
Yes.
Yeah, we've all had those episodes. My mom used to do similar things to me. Oh, you want to act up? Okay. I remember one time, listen, I'm not ashamed to say this. When I was a kid, I peed in the bed one time. My mom put me outside in the hallway with my peed blanket and my peed up pants, man.
Yeah, here you go. One second.
Hi, how you
Hey,
doing
sis.
tonight?
Hello.
How you guys doing?
Hey, we good.
Awesome. Now,
What's going
Sissy,
on?
well, Sissy, I mean, Jose, he wants to know the story of, you know, how you were really instrumental in Jones's career. He's saying that it's very significant. And he was just telling us how, you know, you kind of like whipped him in shape.
I used to beat him up every day.
Mm.
So in order for him to beat me, he decided to go to the gym to learn some skills.
Wow.
Did you ever think about going to the gym too and putting in some work since you were good at
No,
it? No.
no, especially not since I've seen everything he went through. No, I didn't. I just needed to keep my bad little brother in check. That's all.
That's all. Well,
That's
you
all.
were
Like a big
obviously
sister
good at
should,
it
right?
because you made a champion out of him. So
Yeah,
good at it.
we had to. Junior was out of control. Junior was out of control. So he used to actually beat up our other sister.
Uh-huh.
And because he used to beat her up, I used to beat him up, and he got tired of me beating him up, so he decided to go to the gym.
Wow.
And the first time he went to the gym, he came home and he thought he could do it off of one training, but that didn't work. So then he kept going until he got it.
So sis, you older than your brother, right? You older.
Yes, I'm the oldest.
Okay. Are you cooking him something to eat?
Not right now.
Oh.
Well, he said he's hungry. I said, me too. I'm like, you know, we trying to find out what he getting to eat because I need to come over.
Oh, well, we got some fried pork chops in there if y'all want.
Oh my God.
Man, I love fried pork chops.
That's his like favorite meal.
Hey, you saw
Yeah.
what I got. I already showed you what I cooked.
What you got,
You
Danny?
had a steak, didn't you?
Danny, what you got?
Fried
Damn,
chicken.
Danny.
Oh,
You need to FedEx us a plate, man.
See, all of y'all are teasing us right now. Chef like them pork chops, okay?
He was getting ready to eat, but then he realized he had to go online, so that stopped him from eating.
What do you got to go with them pork chops? What you got? What size you got?
I had some yellow rice,
Ooh.
some homemade biscuits.
Oh,
Oh
man.
wow. Oh, so
That's
you
it.
okay, so you a good cook right there. I mean, you just got to put them black beans with it and you'll have his number, honey.
That was a quick meal, so that was a quick meal.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was one of my quick meals.
Yo,
Junior going to sleep, so y'all better make this.
Let him go ahead and wrap it up,
Yeah,
huh?
we're finna wrap it up.
Yeah.
Trust
right,
me, trust me, he will go to sleep on y'all. Trust me.
All right.
Thank you guys.
Oh, it was nice meeting you.
Nice
Thanks.
meeting
You too.
Junior.
Somebody had this one question for him, and that was basically what was his toughest fight to him?
What's the toughest fight, Junior?
I think the toughest fight had to be Guerrero.
Guerrero?
Barrera? Okay.
The second fight, not the first. The second fight was tough.
Junior, who was your favorite fighter growing up?
Well, nobody. Couldn't stand boxing.
What?
Really?
I couldn't stand boxing.
That is amazing. Like,
Wow.
I've never heard anybody say that.
Boxing used to bore me. I mean, I was about to tell you, it bored me. Just see two guys, then those 15 miles, I used to fall asleep while they were too long. So I never liked boxing growing up. So I had to defend myself. I figured I'd try something. I tried karate at first. What happened was I was trying karate. This guy kicked me through a door. And I quit. I just grabbed my bag, didn't say nothing, just left. And then I seen a sign that said a box on the covered up and for the PAL. I figured there was a guy that's I said, hey, with and Eric, he used to go to the gym already. He took me down there, and I sparred the first day of the gym ever. I sparred and everything the first day, and I liked it, and everything was history from there.
Wow, I mean I never heard anybody tell me that they didn't really care for it growing up. And but eventually after you learned the real art of it, I guess you had a better appreciation for it.
I got to a point where I could fight and I get arrested. I could beat you up and hang if I get in trouble. I
Right.
like that. But that's what I liked about it. I could fight, I get in trouble. I am legal and it's fair. I like that, but I like the fair fight thing.
All right, but you know what? What about them ladies? How did boxing do for the ladies? Before you settle down now, was boxing a good way to meet a lot of ladies?
I know they were
I'm
coming.
not settled down now. I'm divorced now.
Oh, see, you at it again.
No, man, the lady thing, I mean, I felt that it comes with the business. Like even now, I thought that now I'm not retired for all these years, it'll stop. It's never stopped. So now with the girl I got 9 months since I was 9 years. She's my first girlfriend. I was 9 years old, and we've been back together again for 10 years. So now the lady thing doesn't bother me. I'm more mature now, so it doesn't bother me.
Okay, well, I pretty much figured that you was, being able to pick and choose between what ladies you liked.
I can't. Early on, I did that too much and got a divorce, you see. So we don't want to go there no more.
Okay, all right. Well,
Okay,
Alex,
are you married?
Yes. No.
Hey, man, my
This is
fiance.
my
Hello.
fiance.
Shh. Listen, who's your fiance? 'Cause here's my number, right? You call me tonight right now. Who's your
Okay.
fiance?
I got you. I got you plugged in, my friend.
No, we gonna do that about my fiance.
I'm letting you know right now, I'm very expensive now.
Only my girl will kill me right now, so I want to live. Tomorrow, I said tomorrow with her. Tomorrow is definitely not promised.
Okay. All you gotta say is if I was about 15 years younger, that's all you gotta say.
With Barbara, I gotta walk with my eyes closed because if I look at something the wrong way, I'm in trouble. So.
Oh, you got another fighter. See, you keep hooking up. Your sister done beat you up in the day. Now you got another one here. Wow.
Yeah,
You like these ladies. You like these.
They gotta keep them in line. You didn't hear his sister? They gotta keep them in line. That's how they keep them in line.
She did say that, didn't she?
Nah, Barbara's younger man, so that's all. Little man in the craft should be okay.
Okay, so Alex is gonna be our last comment tonight, champ, and when we gonna let you go. Sure. Alex says he knows you remember his dad, Hector
Roca. Yeah,
Hector Roca.
He was a good coach. He was awesome.
Hector Roca from Gleason Gym.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yes, I know Hector. I know Hector very well.
Good coach.
Yes, right. In fact, I worked with Hector earlier when I first turned pro. I worked with Hector for about maybe 3-4 weeks.
Yeah, Hector Roca is no joke.
Yes, indeed.
Well, we thank you so much for being a part of our show tonight.
Thank you.
We appreciate you so much. And we adore you as a person as well as thank you for all the great fights.
Junior, save me a pork chop.
Yeah, no, I ain't no pork chop.
Save me one.
I'm gonna make that promise on TV.
I ain't even gonna make that promise.
All right, my brother. Peace.
Okay. Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
All right, we're gonna have you back on another time, Junior. Thank you so much, Poison.
All right, Junior.
That was awesome, guys.
That was. He was fun. He meant business. He said, I ain't even gonna promise you that. That pork chop was calling his name the whole show.
I need to play.
Now Danny gonna start. You know what? Y'all ain't nothing tonight. Y'all ain't nothing tonight. I'm mad. All right. Well, I guess I could tell you, Florida Boxing Hall of Famer, that we do have a great next month, and June as well with the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame. That's going to be on June 17th to the 19th right here in St. Petersburg, Florida at the Marriott. And we're going to have T&K Boxing Promotions starting off the weekend with their Hall of Fame night on Friday night, the 17th. And we need you to hurry up and go ahead and save that money so you can get a front row seat, baby. Boxing PlayHouse is going to be in the house.
Danny too, right?
Florida Boxing Hall of Famer Dante Santiago is in the house.
I'm pretty excited.
Oh, okay. You better be excited now, because
Danny, one of your fighters on there, right? Danny, you got one of your fighters on the card, right?
Well, we're trying to talk to Jesus and the team to get him on. But this year's going to be pretty cool. I got a friend of mine, Shannon Briggs, getting inducted. Tito Casio, he's going to get inducted as a coach. There's a few guys I know that are going to be on there. And last year when I was inducted, it was awesome. I enjoyed it. But I think I'll be able to enjoy it a little bit better from the outside looking in. I get to enjoy the fights. I get to talk to you guys and be with you guys. And I'm going to ham it up. I'm going to have a good time. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah,
we're going to have us a good time. And anybody that knows how we like to do it, they need to make sure they're there too. So make sure you save the date, guys. That's June 17th to the 19th. And next month, we start our interviews with some of the inductees that's going to be taking the stage and grabbing them rings this year. So make sure you stay tuned to our Boxing PlayHouse page, which is on Facebook, Twitter, IG, YouTube. And let us give you that type of information so you'll know who's coming up in the upcoming weeks. And that includes yours Wednesdays on Latin America.
Thank you. Can I say something real quick? For anybody who's in Florida at that time, and when I was inducted last year, I'm not trying to do an infomercial here. I'm trying to speak from the heart. One of the shows that I've been to in the last couple of years that I really, really enjoyed was a show that T&K Promotions put together. Joey Oduna did some really good matchmaking. There was no overmatching. There was no walkovers by any means. I mean, they were really competitive bouts. Antonio Tarver's son fought on the show. He did really great. He fought against a guy that I believe T&K even signed after the match. So if anybody's in town, please go down to St. Pete. Go check out the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame. Go see the fights. It's an incredible extravaganza. I'm going to be there. Boxing PlayHouse going to be there. And they really put on a great show. Just, you know, I want to speak that from the heart because I felt that.
Oh, absolutely.
Dang.
And that was a great year when you were inducted as well. It was very much a momentous occasion for Boxing PlayHouse as well, being so involved and having the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame president and former president, Butch, you know, Eddie, rest in peace. Yes, having him there inducted this time was also pretty amazing. Well, that was last year. So I'm just glad that we were able to thank him for, you know, the inspiration that the Hall of Fame as a founder has done for us.
Yeah, he's going to be dearly missed, never forgotten. I was telling somebody his picture hangs up in my gym because when they put the strap around my waist, he was the one that put it around my waist, and he's in the picture with me. So I see him every day, and I'll always see him, and I'll always remember him. He's going to be dearly missed, but his legacy lives on through the Boxing Hall of Fame and through the title organization that he founded, and we're going to keep moving forward and do him proud.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know that it's heartbreaking for a lot of us this week, you know, learning that news. But, you know, I'm glad he's able to rest in peace after his battle with cancer. So we just, you know, send a lovely prayer and hugs out to his family and friends, close friends like Bob Alexander and Steve Canton as well.
Yes, ma'am. And his family, his wife, Catherine.
Right, family.
All of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, I'm going to say good night, okay?
All right, definitely.
Thanks for having me.
And we got Dahlia Duran, another Florida Boxing Hall of Famer, and she says she can't wait to see you guys.
Can't wait to see you too, Dahlia.
All right. That's going to be great, Dahlia. You know we can't wait. the beautiful Dahlia. All right, so for tonight, we just need you guys to go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel on Boxing PlayHouse. Make sure you share, like, and love some of our content that we produce right here on Facebook and YouTube. And make sure you tune in next Wednesday where we'll have another episode of Latin America Boxing PlayHouse for our Spanish-speaking audience. And then Thursday, we're going to be coming in with Ladies Night Edition. Nice. That's right. Next Thursday, you're going to be able to see one of the most amazing women in the sport, Boxing PlayHouse Ladies Night, 8 p.m. Until then, we'll see ya. You gonna drink it instead of let me sip it. Wow, you see how he treat me? Thank you. See you next week, guys.
Welcome to the house, the one they talking about, word of mouth, the Boxing PlayHouse, without a doubt. All the latest and greatest boxing news, that's what it's all about.
He didn't want to share, huh?
Oh, you know what? And I forgot, this weekend is going to be Colbert versus Garcia on Showtime Boxing. Make sure you check it out.